I'd like to welcome everybody back to the Emperor Atheist channel. Once again, I'd like to thank all my subscribers for subscribing. Please like and share my videos on all of your social media sites. I love all my subscribers, love all my fans, Facebook groups. This is another exciting video, of course, like all my videos. And I'd like y'all to comment on my videos too. But this is not necessarily a continuation of the Quran and Straight Bullshit series, but sort of. So what I did, I kind of fused it in with my Quran and Straight Bullshit series. I was going to stop at the part 2, but I said, why not? I got to speak on Prophet Muhammad again, just Prophet Muhammad, not necessarily the book itself today, but Prophet Muhammad himself. The roots of Islam, the cause of the so-called revelation of the Quran from this angel Gabriel, you know, all that crap, you know, blah, blah, blah. He went to this damn cave and got this superb revelation from angel Gabriel in a cave. And he was illiterate, couldn't read or write, and he brought forth this Quran, and it's the last revelation of God. Okay, well, anyway, well, that's a story, you know, stick to it. Okay. But the question of this video, very pertinent question, and I think it's an important question for the billions of Muslims we have in the world who seem to be like just blind followers of this particular religion called Islam. So my question is, was Prophet Muhammad ibn Abdullah a pedophile? Short answer, damn right he was. Okay. For those who are not familiar with Islam, you may not be familiar with hadith or whatever the case may be. You may not be familiar with certain Quranic verses or ayats or surahs. Prophet Muhammad married a 6-year-old girl by the name of Aisha. Aisha was a daughter of a man named Abu Bakr, who later on happened to become the first Khalifa of Islam according to Sunni tradition. Shiites have something to say about that, but we're not going to speak about that in this video, but that's their beef. But Sunnis, you know, they believe basically, which is the majority of Islam today, Abu Bakr was the first Khalifa, and he was the father of Aisha. Prophet Muhammad married this girl when she was 6 years old. Six years old. Yeah. 6 years old, and had sex with her, consummated according to Sahih Hadith, Abu Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, Ibn Majah, Dawood, everything from what is called the Al-Sitta, or the 6 main Hadith collections of Islam. All say, even narrated by Aisha herself, that she had sex with the Prophet when she was 9 years old. The Prophet was 45 years older than her. He was 54 at the time. He died when she was 18. He died at the age of 62 in the year 632 CE Common Era. So he was a pedophile of a major kind. Abu Bakr, when he first went to Abu Bakr and he said, hey man, I want to marry your daughter, Abu Bakr protested it. So everyone like Abu Bakr was like, no, man, you know, yeah, go ahead and marry. No, he actually protested it. And Muhammad came with this Quranic revelation bullshit saying, well, you know, I'm the prophet. This is ordained by Allah. I had a dream about Aisha. He's dreaming about the 6-year-old girl. So this is the bullshit story he told Abu Bakr. And Abu Bakr said, oh, okay. So he went on and consented. And he wound up marrying Aisha and having sex with her 3 years later. Now, some Muslim jurists, of course, you have Muslim scholars, Muslim apologists, and me being a former Muslim myself, I understand all of these arguments, where they're coming from with it, and what every Islamic jurist has basically said about this matter. A lot of them say, well, you know, Islam, why do you speak about the Prophet like that? Why are you demeaning the Prophet? He was a man of God. Nah, that's your opinion. But besides the man of God stuff and all that, the Muslim jurists come from the defense that, well, you know, this was just something that Arabian culture did in the 7th century. And I got to make a special note on that. That's a damn lie. We have absolutely no historical evidence that old men married 9-year-old girls or 7-year-old girls or 6. We have no evidence of that. Only evidence we have of that, and only speak we have of that, is coming from Muslims themselves. We have no evidence, historical evidence, of pre-Islamic Arabia marrying young girls just starting puberty, or not even, or pre-pubescent girls. We have no historical evidence of that. So let's make note of that first of all. Second of all, when you speak of Islam, especially today, those who are familiar with Islam, and you see what's going on in the world, and I'm not just talking about terrorists, so-called terrorists, or the fundamentalists of Islam, just Islam as a whole, just a religion. They go at other cultures. The West, for example, they say that the West is immoral. The things that the West does as far as immorality of sex and drugs and alcohol, Islam kill, they say, hey, you're immoral. You're going to some hellfire if you don't, accept God or do this or do right. So the Islamic culture, the Islamic religion is like number one at pointing the finger at other cultures. And morality, as far as morality is concerned. But the funny thing about it, when you start speaking about their prophet being a pedophile, which he was a pedophile, they say, oh, they try to change course then and say, well, no, this was just a culture. They start to use an excuse of what we call moral relativism. And the thing about that is, in other words, what I mean by a moral relativism, this morality was related to a particular culture, which I just showed you that it really wasn't. Historically, it was not related to an Arabic culture, because a pre-Islamic Arabic culture, because we have no history, no documents of that. The Jews, during medieval times, had a particular thing where 12-year-old girls could get married, but even within those Jewish rules, the person that they was marrying couldn't be so many years older. Couldn't be 40 and 30 and 20 years older than the girls. So yes, the Jews practice something like that, but in pre-Islamic Arabia, we have no records of anything like that. But we only have Muslim jurists and Muslim scholars who try to defend the pedophilia of Prophet Muhammad and say that, well, it was a cultural thing. Well, the thing about that, and what is unaccepted about that, because now you're trying to move from you're going from moral absolutism, being absolute about morality, to moral relativism when we talk about Prophet Muhammad. You point at other cultures, and the thing about this, Prophet Muhammad came down in other cultures. He down Arabia. He said, hey, all the things you're doing are immoral. The drugs, the alcohol, the gambling. This is the purpose basically of the first revelations of Quran. Telling the desert Arabs and telling the pre-Islamic Arabs and all of the 360 gods idol that they had in this big box called the Kaaba, just a big box with a whole bunch of pagan gods they was worshiping. He said, hey, this is immoral. What y'all doing is immoral. Well, how can we accept Prophet Muhammad speaking against them as far as immorality, but yet he can't be judged for the immorality of being a pedophile? Now, we have to put these things into perspective. That's why I say it's not acceptable for us for you to try to move, for Muslims and Islamic jurists to try to move from a moral absolutism to a moral relativism when it comes to Prophet Muhammad. That's just unacceptable. Because if that's the case, then Prophet Muhammad's message should have never been trying to down other cultures that are different from what you believe in your Quran, in this book that you claim that some angel gave to him while he was in the cave, which we don't have any original copies of. I always say that because it's the truth, and I have to remind my readers of that. So the thing is, the evidence is there. Some Muslim Jews try to say, well, no, these hadiths were mistranslated. That's a damn lie, because we have too many copies of these hadiths, too many hadiths. And once I said in Sahih Bukhari is about the biggest, it is the biggest hadith collection that the Muslim world have, and the most trusted. Sahih, this is an Arabic term meaning Sahih, something that's sound. And like I said, you have 6 hadith collections that are considered sahih. And this particular hadith about Prophet Muhammad having sex with Aisha when she was 9 is in all of these collections. So let's go on and cut that in the bud. That's bullshit. Those Muslim jurors who are saying that it's a mistranslation, because it's not. Then we have Quranic evidence that Prophet Muhammad was a pedophile. When you go to Surah 65, ayat 4, when he speaks about in the end of the ayat, and I didn't go to the Arabic, I didn't get into the Arabic, but in the last part of that ayat, he says, and those who never had menses. The whole verse, he's speaking about women. He's talking about women's right and the iddah and things that, you know, as far as the marriage goes, when a man is trying to get the woman. But in the end of that verse 65:4, he actually he upholds pedophilia, because the verse said, and those who never had menses, meaning even young girls, and even in parentheses in some Quran it says that girls, pre-pubescent girls. So the Quran is a pedophilic, that particular verse anyway, is a verse of a pedophile. And it kind of shows and proves that your Prophet Muhammad was a pedophile. I know a lot of Muslims will probably listen to this video like, man, this man, why is he talking about a prophet like that? Why is he speaking like that? He's speaking a lie. Well, it's not a lie. Go to your Quran. And if you believe, and if you want to debate this, we can go to the Arabic. Go look up whatever you want to look at, whatever Arabic lexicon you want to go to, Lang's lexicon. We can deal with the structure of the Arabic, the syntax of the Arabic. The grammar, it doesn't lie what is being said. He actually is upholding pedophilia, and he was a pedophile himself. So the thing about it, why would you accept a book that was written by a pedophile? Now, ask yourself this question now. If it was morality, if this is the excuse y'all going to use, that it was moral because this was an Arab culture, so I guess then most Muslims today, y'all would marry a 9-year-old girl. So I want to ask y'all this question. Would a Muslim man today, or if a 50-year-old came to you today and wanted to marry your 10-year-old daughter, or 12-year-old daughter, or 15-year-old daughter, how would you feel about that? You probably would shoot him. Beat the shit out of him. Somebody came to you and said that. But since it's your Prophet Muhammad who received this false revelation from these false angels and this fake Allah and this fake book Quran, then you take no problem with that. You have no problem with that. This is the thing I'm talking about, how religious people suffer from cognitive dissonance. Certain things that they won't accept in their life, but they'll accept it from a character of their holy book. Same thing with Christians and everybody else. This is the point I'll be making. You won't accept this now of a 54-year-old man having sex with a 9-year-old girl. But it's okay because it happened then with your Islamic hero. Think about this. That's bullshit. So, and I want to get on hit some more facts on that too. As far as historical, man, this is really fucked up. But the thing about it, like I said, it's like as far as the record of history, there's absolutely no evidence of men. Or like that was a pre-Islamic norm, because it wasn't. There's no evidence of men marrying young girls at that time. Like I said, the only evidence is what we read from Muslim scholars who are trying to justify the bullshit of Prophet Muhammad being a pedophile. So he had other wives. He had other wives, 13, I think. Khadijah being his first one, who died 3 years before he died. But it's all through the hadith as well that Aisha, who's the young girl, was also his favorite wife. Out of all of the ones he had that was maybe close to his age or a little younger, Aisha was his favorite one, the little girl. So he loved little girls. So now think about this. Just put this in perspective. This particular Prophet Muhammad married this young girl. And I want to say this too. A lot of people say, well, you know, puberty, you know, a lot of young girls are reach their pubic age, Islamic scholars, reach their puberty age at 9 and 10 years old. And that is true. But this is a point that must be made. And I'm going to go to Islamic history on this too, and hadith. Islamic jurors, and any Islamic scholar will tell you this. You read it, you get a plain and clear understanding. All of the Sahih Hadiths that speaks about Aisha, because first of all, we have no evidence that Aisha had reached puberty anyway. We have no evidence of that at all from the Quran or the Hadith. Nowhere in the Sunnah that she was actually the age of puberty just because she was 9 years old, because that doesn't happen in every girl. But the point I'm about to make is, in a lot of the Hadiths, when it speaks about Aisha coming to Prophet Muhammad's house, and when the marriage is being consummated, meaning having sex, she was still playing with dolls. Now, a lot of you probably saying, well, what does that have to do with it? She was 9 years old. So, of course, she was still playing with dolls. Well, this is a very important fact that shows that Prophet Muhammad was really a pedophile. And I'm going to tell you why. Because in Islamic law during that time, if a girl was still playing with, if she had reached puberty, it would be unlawful to play with dolls. So these particular hadiths, which are Sahih, which found in Bukhari, which are found in Sahih Muslim, which are found in Abu Dawood, found in Ibn Majah, found in Tabari, all of these hadiths say that Aisha was still playing with dolls, and she came to Prophet's house with dolls. Well, this shows that Prophet Muhammad had sex with Aisha while she was still playing with dolls, which means it was unlawful because she was still at the age of a prepubescent. She had not reached the age of puberty yet. So that kind of kills your another alibi for your pedophile Prophet Muhammad. Now, I know a lot of you're still going to be Muslim, still going to make your salats. You're still probably trying to, go to Hajj and do all this crazy shit, throw pebbles at the damn stone devils and all this garbage. But only thing, I'm not trying to change you and turn you away from Islam. Do you? You know what I mean? But I just want to make you think. But I have to tell you the facts. Prophet Muhammad was a pedophile. He liked little girls. It's just a fact. There's nothing you can get around. You can't use moral relativism. You just can't, because then you got to just throw the Quran away, because that's what he can't talk about another culture, and then you try to tell me that what his culture was good. You can't do it, because Allah didn't ordain it. So I mean, it was garbage. It is what it is. He was a pedophile, and I want y'all to go and research this yourself. Try to see what the Muslim jurors are saying. Then you'll laugh at it. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. He was a pedophile. Had sex with a 9-year-old girl. He was 54 years old. I mean, what else can you say about that? I mean, there's no getting around it. He's an illiterate man, they say, who received his revelation in the cave from angel Gabriel, or Jabril, according to the Quran. But he's a pedophile. He liked little girls. He married a little girl. And Abu Bakr basically allowed him to marry her. He was some bullshit too, but that locked him in politically because he became the first Khalifa. And like I said, according to Shiite, and if you have actually studied Islam, then you actually know how Abu Bakr and certain Muslims basically made him Khalifa. But that's a totally different story, another video. And I probably want to speak on that because I'm not Muslim. I don't really care about who the first Khalifa was. I just want to give the knowledge to people, the information, and let everybody know that Prophet Muhammad was a pedophile. It's not even debate. It's not up for debate. So all of my Muslim friends and Muslim family out there, man, hey, just accept it for what it is. You're following a pedophile. So I don't think that's a good thing to do, to follow a pedophile, man. I would advise you against it, but hey, I'm just the emperor atheist, you know what I mean? Just trying to wake you up a little bit, man. And hey, until next time, anybody want to hit my comment up, hit me up on Facebook. Y'all see my links in my videos, my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook, Emperor Atheist. Comment on my video, like and share it. Debate it. Whatever you want to do, man. We can do live debates. I debate you live stream. It don't matter. Just come with it, man. Just don't embarrass yourself. Make sure you got your information on point, because I'm not going to take it light with you. I'm really not. But especially when it comes to the truth, I'm not going to take it light with you at all. So, hey, peace out. And Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. And oh yeah, big debate coming up December 18th, Amara Squad. Going up against this young Pharaoh guy and Sarasu Seti. That's probably going to be fun. Try to make it, but it's probably going to be a disaster too, man. It's a lot of pseudo scholarship, you know what I'm saying, going down and that. And hey, got to be prepared, man. You can't just be out here giving bullshit to the people. But once again, man, to my Muslim friends, Muslim family, I'm unapologetic as always. Prophet Muhammad liked little girls. He was a little girl rapist. He was a pedophile. In this day and time, he would have went to prison, no doubt. He'd have been locked up. Yeah, he'd have been locked up. Yeah, it's no secret about it. But since that was so long ago and people believed any damn thing, you know, believed any damn thing. They believed in rocks and shit. So people didn't give a shit. Their mindset wasn't really there. So Prophet Muhammad tricked a whole bunch of motherfuckers into believing in that bullshit ass Quran and Islam. But hey, somebody got to do it, I guess. But until next time, man, peace out. Hope y'all enjoyed the show, man. Stay tuned in. Allahu Akbar.